Ball of foot and knockings. We're here with Coach Richards. Coach, journeying all the way from Pomor, coming to the second city, 3-4 hours drive. First half, you're under three. What is the mental aspect heading into the changing room?
Well, we know that we couldn't change what happened in the first half. So we just look forward to see what we could correct from what happened in the first half, which we did. We went into the dressing room. The players were a little bit against each other, trying to point fingers. But when we look at all that happened, Dunbeholden were down three, not individual. So we let them understand that we're down three and we must try and prevent them from scoring more goals and try to see how we could score. And as you could see in the second half, our style of play, showed dividends. We created a few chances and we really minimized the number of chances that they could have created in the second half. And I think it was a much better performance in the second half than the first half. Many would have considered it a game of two halves.
Coach, funny that you've mentioned that it's a game of two halves. From our analysis, defensively you seemed weak tonight. So even though in the first half you were under three, Montego United had the opportunity to score 3 goals. There was a penalty and then the goal scorer of the 2 goals, Jordan Fletcher, he got 2 clear chances that he missed. How important is it going forward to play a Mullines United, who is also in that tight little spot that you're currently in? You're in 10th, they're in 12th. What do we need to do going forward to fix our defensive woes?
Well, defensively, we've been lacking all season. As you can see, we conceded quite a number of goals throughout the season. It's something that has been plaguing us throughout the season. And we're trying to see how best we can minimize that, but we're not scoring either. So, the best form of defense is to attack. So we need to ensure that we also score goal. If we don't score, we can't win. But importantly, we have to defend as a team and attack as a team to see how best we can change some of those fortunes from losses into victories. We would have done that when Coach Harold just came in, and it looked good. And I don't know what would have changed from the players psychologically, but this has been affecting us for the past few games. We would have lost about 7 games in the last 8, which is not good.
Funny that you mentioned from Coach Harold coming in, there was a difference, there was a shift. Because I remember speaking to him and then the consensus was moving from battling for relegation to in top 6. And then you guys went to left field. And now it's back down to where we are coming from. Say you stay in the league this season. What is the mindset heading for next season, or that conversation is too early?
Well, it's quite early, but we do appreciate all our players. Whatever amount of points that we have amassed so far is a collective effort from the team, and we do appreciate them. But in any season, at the end of the season, we'll assess who we have. Some will want to go by themselves, while we'll have to look and see how many of those players that we have now that we really want to retain. We have quite a number of youthful players, and we'll keep them. Some are at the back end of their career, and some will move on, while some would have greater ambition to go on to other teams that they probably think is best suit them. So we just have to look at it and make an assessment. The management will be looking into that while we continue to scout quality talent as we look forward to the next season. So our aim right now is to ensure that we avoid relegation.
Okay, fair enough, Coach. Not to keep you any longer. It is always said that in every league you have teams who compete to win, you have teams who compete to be a part of the league, and then you have those who participate. For far too long, persons have said that Dunbeholden is just a team who compete to stay in the league. Will that consensus change?
Well, I'm not sure where they would have gotten that. Just don't forget that the last 3 years we were in the final with Harborview, where we lost on penalties. And the year after that we went to top 6. We have always been knocking on the door towards a playoff spot. It's just unfortunate the last 2 seasons, last year and this season, it's not as good. But mostly, separately apart from the first year when we came into the league, we pretty much challenged for playoff positions every single year. So I'm not sure how accurate is that sentiment or statement, but nonetheless, we'll continue to fight. Right now, that's where we're at. And we just have to look to see how we can change that perception while we try to stay in the league.
All right, Coach, definitely thank you for talking to us. Ball of foot and knockings.
All right, thank you.